Women over 60, 8 colors that make you look radiant, elegant, and ageless. Have you ever slipped on a blouse you once loved, looked in the mirror, and thought, why does this color suddenly make me look so tired? It sounds surprising, but the truth is, the colors that once flattered us in our 30s and 40s can actually drain us after 60. I've heard this story from so many women. They didn't change their style. They didn't change their confidence. What changed was how their skin, hair, and even their eyes reflect color with age. Beige, which once felt safe, now makes them look washed out. Black, which used to feel powerful, can suddenly look harsh and unforgiving. And so they start to feel invisible, even though their spirit is as vibrant as ever. Here's the exciting part. It doesn't take surgery, expensive creams, or a whole new wardrobe to look radiant again. Sometimes, it's as simple as shifting the colors you wear. Imagine slipping on a soft ivory blouse, a coral scarf, or a navy dress and hearing people say, "Wow, you look incredible, so fresh and full of life." The right colors can literally take 10 years off your appearance in seconds. And that's exactly what we're diving into today. I'll walk you through 8 timeless colors that flatter mature women, light up your face, and help you feel elegant and confident at every occasion. But before we get started, if you find today's topic inspiring, don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe to Healthwise for Seniors. That's the best way to support us so we can keep bringing you videos that help you look and feel your best every single day. Now, let's begin with the very first color on our list, soft white. When you're over 60, not every shade of white is your friend anymore. Harsh paper white, the kind you see on a blank page, can wash you out, highlight fine lines, and make gray hair look dull. But soft white, shades like ivory, pearl, or eggshell, works like magic. It reflects light gently, softens your features, and gives your skin a healthy glow without the hard contrast. Color psychology tells us that soft whites symbolize calm confidence and timeless elegance. On mature women, it sends the message, "I'm graceful, I'm secure in who I am, and I don't need to try too hard." That's exactly the energy women want to project at this stage of life. Think of Linda, 64, from California. She traded her usual black sweater for an ivory cashmere cardigan and instantly looked brighter and more approachable at her granddaughter's birthday. Or Marjorie, 67, from New York, who wore a pearl white blouse under a navy blazer to a lunch with friends. Everyone told her she looked radiant, even though the outfit was simple. These are small, everyday shifts that make a big difference. Soft white pairs beautifully with jewel tones like emerald or sapphire, and it balances warm neutrals like camel or honey. A strand of pearls, an ivory scarf, or a flowing summer dress in eggshell can elevate your whole look without overpowering it. Just avoid cheap fabrics that yellow over time or stark whites that compete with your natural coloring. In short, soft white is more than just a neutral, it's a confidence color. It quietly brightens, flatters gray and silver hair, and whispers timeless refinement. For women over 60, it's not about fading into the background. It's about letting your light shine in the most natural, elegant way. Jewel tones, emerald, sapphire, amethyst. Jewel tones are the secret weapon for women over 60. Colors like emerald green, sapphire blue, and amethyst purple bring instant richness to your appearance. As we age, our skin and hair naturally lose some of the contrast we once had. Gray hair softens the frame, eyes lose intensity, and skin becomes paler. Jewel tones add that missing vibrancy back. They reflect light onto the face, making eyes sparkle and skin look alive again. Take Carol, 62, from Florida. She used to rely on beige sweaters because they felt safe, but they often left her looking tired. The first time she wore an emerald silk blouse to a brunch, Her friends told her she looked 10 years younger. The deep green added warmth to her skin and made her silver hair shine. Sapphire blue is another standout. For Janet, 68, from Chicago, switching from her usual black evening dress to a sapphire gown transformed her look. Instead of casting harsh shadows like black, the sapphire reflected just enough brightness to keep her complexion glowing. With pearl earrings, she looked sophisticated but not severe. And then there's amethyst purple, a shade that feels both regal and creative. Elaine, 70, from Seattle, often wears a lilac scarf for everyday outings, but when she chose an amethyst shawl for her anniversary dinner, the effect was breathtaking. The deep purple harmonized beautifully with her gray hair, making it shimmer like polished silver. Beyond aesthetics, jewel tones carry powerful symbolism. Emerald represents renewal and growth, sapphire conveys strength and dignity, and amethyst is tied to wisdom and creativity. When a woman over 60 wears these shades, she isn't just adding color, she's communicating confidence, vitality, and sophistication. The trick is balance. Jewel tones shine best when paired with neutrals. A sapphire cardigan over a soft white blouse, emerald earrings with navy trousers, or an amethyst scarf layered over a camel coat. The jewel color becomes the highlight, never overwhelming. What to avoid? Wearing jewel tones head to toe without relief. That can feel heavy. Instead, let one piece do the talking and keep the rest simple. For women in their 60s and 70s, jewel tones are not trends. They are timeless allies. They restore presence, elevate mood, and remind the world that elegance doesn't fade with age. Coral and warm pink. Coral and warm pinks are like instant rejuvenation for women over 60. As we age, our natural rosy undertones fade, leaving skin looking paler or even washed out. That's why coral and warm pink are so powerful. They bring back that healthy flush of youth. Unlike icy pinks, which can look harsh, these warmer shades melt into mature skin and add vitality without feeling loud. Take Susan, 66, from Arizona. She swapped her usual tan lipstick for a coral shade at her granddaughter's graduation. Suddenly, her whole face looked brighter, and every photo captured her glow. The color didn't just flatter her, it lifted her mood, too. Warm pink blouses are equally transformative. Diane, 63, from Texas, once hesitant about color, wore a soft rose top with navy trousers to a church luncheon. People told her she looked rested and radiant, even though she hadn't changed anything else. That touch of pink near her face made all the difference. Coral carries a playful energy that works beautifully for casual gatherings and vacations. Imagine a coral cardigan over white jeans for a spring brunch or a coral sundress for a summer beach party. Accessories matter, too. A rose-toned necklace, a blush handbag, or a silk scarf in coral instantly softens your look. Psychologically, pink is tied to optimism and warmth, while coral adds a joyful spark. Together, they say, I'm vibrant, approachable, and full of life. For women with silver or gray hair, coral creates striking contrast that keeps hair looking luminous. Brunettes gain softness, while blondes glow even more with coral's golden undertones. The only mistake, choosing shades that are too cool or too neon. Icy pinks can make skin look flat, and overly bright coral can overwhelm. Instead, look for warm, flattering tones with a hint of softness. Coral and warm pinks aren't just colors, they are reminders of vitality and joy. They bring back the healthy glow and the sparkle in your smile, proof that sometimes all it takes is the right shade to turn back the clock. Navy blue is the elegant alternative to black that every woman over 60 should embrace. While black is often praised as slimming and timeless, it can be harsh on mature skin, deepening wrinkles, casting shadows, and making silver hair look dull. Navy, on the other hand, delivers the same sophistication but with softness that flatters. Take Barbara, 65, from Boston. For years, she wore a black dress to every evening event. At her son's wedding, she switched to a navy gown with pearl earrings, and the compliments didn't stop. Friends told her she looked radiant, polished, and far more approachable than in her usual black. Navy suits structured pieces beautifully. Think blazers, tailored trousers, or a fit-and flare dress. Gloria, 62, from Atlanta, chose a navy blazer layered over an ivory blouse for a business luncheon. She looked professional yet warm, confident without appearing severe. The psychology of navy is powerful, too. It signals trust, calm authority, and intelligence. That's why it works not only for formal wear, but also in casual settings. A pair of navy slacks with a coral top for brunch, or a navy cardigan thrown over jeans, strikes the perfect balance between effort and ease. Navy also pairs seamlessly with other confidence colors. Wear it with soft white for a clean, youthful look. Add camel or honey neutrals for a grounded, luxurious vibe, or contrast it with jewel tones like emerald or sapphire for evening drama. The key mistake is wearing navy without any accent. An all-navy outfit can sometimes feel flat. The solution is to add texture or a pop of light near the face, pearl jewelry, a silk scarf, or silver accents that let the navy shine without overwhelming. For women with gray or silver hair, navy makes strands shimmer like polished silver. For brunettes, it adds balance and depth. For blondes, it creates contrast that highlights skin's warmth. It's truly universal. Navy isn't just a substitute for black. It's a softer, wiser version of elegance. It lets women over 60 project refinement while still looking vibrant and alive. Lavender and lilac bring a softness that feels romantic, feminine, and deeply flattering on mature women. Unlike darker purples, which can look heavy or overpowering, these lighter shades brighten the face and create an air of grace without trying too hard. They counteract sallowness in the skin and add a gentle glow that feels almost ethereal. Take Patricia, 67, from Denver. She usually avoided purple, thinking it was too bold. One day, she wore a lavender knit sweater with white pants to meet her friends for lunch. Everyone commented on how fresh and light she looked. The soft tone echoed her silver hair, making it shimmer and appear more luminous. Lilac scarves and accessories are another easy entry point. Helen, 64, from Philadelphia, keeps a lilac silk scarf in her handbag. Whenever she feels her outfit looks too plain, she drapes it over her shoulders, and instantly her complexion looks brighter and more awake. Small touches like this make a huge difference without overhauling the entire wardrobe. Psychologically, lavender is linked to calm, serenity, and femininity, while lilac suggests youth, renewal, and even spirituality. For women over 60, wearing these shades sends a quiet message. I am at peace, I am elegant, and I still sparkle. That's why lavender evening dresses or lilac shawls often make a stronger impression than the traditional black gown. They carry dignity without the heaviness. Pair lavender with neutrals like white, navy, or camel for balance. A lilac blouse under a navy blazer creates sophistication with a touch of freshness. Lavender jewelry, such as amethyst earrings, can also draw light to the face in a subtle way. The main mistake is choosing purples that are too dark or too saturated. Deep royal purple can overpower delicate features, while neon violet can look garish. Sticking with soft lavender or lilac ensures the tone enhances rather than competes. For silver-haired women, lavender harmonizes beautifully, making hair look polished and luminous. For brunettes, lilac creates a pleasing contrast, softening darker tones. And for blondes, especially cool-toned blondes. Lavender echoes their coloring and adds radiance. Lavender and lilac remind us that elegance doesn't have to be loud. Sometimes, the quietest shades carry the most presence, leaving a lasting impression of grace and refined femininity. Camel and honey neutrals are the warm, luxurious answer to beige and gray, which often wash women out after 60. These shades carry golden undertones that add depth and radiance to mature skin, creating a soft, sun-kissed effect. They're classic, versatile, and never loud, yet they project effortless refinement. Take Margaret, 69, from San Diego. She traded her usual beige trench for a camel coat during a fall trip to New York. Suddenly, her complexion looked brighter, and strangers complimented her elegant city style. The golden warmth of camel worked in harmony with her silver hair, balancing cool and warm tones beautifully. Honey neutrals have a similar magic. Joanne, 63, from Dallas, wore honey-colored trousers with an emerald blouse to a dinner party. The outfit was simple, but the honey shade grounded the jewel tone and kept the look chic without being flashy. These golden neutrals act as the perfect backdrop for statement colors like coral, sapphire, or crimson. The psychology is powerful, too. Camel suggests stability and timeless sophistication, while honey conveys warmth and approachability. Together, they say, "I am confident, grounded, and refined." It's why camel coats, honey handbags, or caramel-toned shoes are seen as staples of quiet luxury. Pair camel with soft white for daytime grace, or with lavender for a delicate, feminine combination. Layer honey neutrals with navy for a grounded yet polished look. Accessories in these shades, like a camel leather belt or a honey tote, instantly elevate even the simplest outfit. The mistake to avoid is confusing camel with cool beige. Beige with gray undertones can drain the face, while camel's golden warmth does the opposite. Another misstep is wearing an all-camel outfit without texture, breaking it up with layers. Scarves or jewelry prevents it from feeling flat. For silver-haired women, camel provides glowing contrast. For brunettes, it softens the heaviness of darker hair. For blondes, especially golden blondes, honey neutrals echo their natural warmth, enhancing skin and hair in the most flattering way. Camel and honey neutrals whisper elegance. They don't demand attention, but they always get it. For women over 60, these shades are proof that subtlety can be more powerful than flash, offering a polished, timeless look that never fades. Cherry and crimson reds are bold, unforgettable colors that bring instant energy and visibility to women over 60. Unlike scarlet or neon reds, which can feel too sharp, these deeper tones restore warmth and contrast to the face, brighten the eyes, and even make the smile appear wider. They don't shout, they command attention with elegance. Take Linda, 65, from Chicago. For years, she avoided red, worried it was too much. Then she wore a cherry red blouse to her book club meeting. Her friends immediately noticed her glow and said she looked younger and more vibrant. The shade lifted her skin tone and gave her silver hair a striking, modern edge. Crimson red has a sophistication perfect for evening wear. Angela, 70, from Miami, chose a crimson cocktail dress for her anniversary dinner. The rich color added depth and presence, making her feel radiant without overwhelming. With simple pearl earrings, she looked both powerful and graceful. Red also carries deep psychological associations. It's the color of love, vitality, and courage. For older women, wearing cherry or crimson says, "I am here, I am vibrant, and I embrace my presence with confidence." It turns heads not because it's loud, but because it's unforgettable. The easiest way to start is with accents. A cherry red scarf, a crimson handbag, or red flats can add spark without feeling intimidating. And never underestimate a well-chosen red lipstick. Switching from nude or brown to a cherry lip can instantly take years off your look. Pair red with navy for classic sophistication, with camel for warmth, or with soft white for a fresh, youthful contrast. These combinations keep red elevated and chic. The mistake to avoid is choosing reds that are too harsh or cool-toned, which can clash with mature skin. The goal is richness and warmth, not sharpness. Another misstep is wearing head-to-toe red without balance. Let one red piece be the star and ground it with neutrals. For silver-haired women, cherry red creates striking contrast. For brunettes, crimson enhances the richness of dark hair. For blondes, especially golden blondes, cherry echoes their natural warmth beautifully. Cherry and crimson reds are not about blending in. They're about stepping forward with vitality and grace. For women over 60, these shades remind the world and themselves that confidence is ageless, and presence only grows stronger with time. Teal and turquoise are refreshing, universally flattering shades that bring vitality and calm at the same time. Sitting between blue and green, they combine the serenity of water with the energy of growth. For women over 60, these tones reflect light onto the face, soften fine lines, and create a youthful radiance that feels natural and effortless. Take Carolyn, 66, from Santa Barbara. She wore a turquoise linen blouse on a summer trip with her friends. Everyone noticed how her blue-green eyes sparkled, and the color made her silver hair glow under the sun. She didn't need heavy makeup. The shade alone gave her that holiday glow. Teal, on the other hand, works beautifully in cooler months. Renee, 71, from Portland, layered a deep teal scarf over her gray wool coat for a winter outing. The pop of color brightened her entire look, and strangers complimented her on how vibrant she appeared. Teal provided richness without overwhelming her natural coloring. Psychologically, teal and turquoise symbolize clarity, balance, and renewal. They send the message, I'm vibrant, grounded, and embracing this season of life with energy. That's why turquoise jewelry, necklaces, earrings, or even a statement bracelet has long been beloved by mature women. A turquoise pendant near the face instantly lifts and brightens. Pair these shades with white for crisp summer elegance, with navy for polished contrast, or with camel for a sophisticated balance. Even a swimsuit in turquoise can bring that timeless, youthful glow at any age. The mistakes to avoid: choosing shades that are too dark, which can lose the freshness, or overly neon tones, which can look artificial. Aim for teal with depth and turquoise with clarity. Another common slip is saving these colors only for summer. They are just as flattering in fall and winter when paired with the right neutrals. But for silver-haired women, turquoise creates a luminous ocean-like contrast. For brunettes, teal adds richness that echoes darker hair. For blondes, especially golden blondes, turquoise highlights the warmth in their skin and hair beautifully. Teal and turquoise aren't just colors, they are energy. They remind women over 60 that vibrancy is not behind them, it's still very much alive. Wearing these shades is like carrying a piece of the ocean's vitality wherever you go. We've just explored 8 powerful colors that can completely change the way you look and feel after 60. From the softness of ivory and lavender, to the energy of coral and crimson, to the timeless elegance of navy and camel, each shade carries its own story, and together they remind us that style is never about age, it's about attitude. Remember, you don't need to throw out your whole wardrobe. Start small. Add a scarf in turquoise, a blouse in jewel tones, or even just switch your lipstick to a warm coral. Notice how your reflection changes, and more importantly, notice how you feel walking out the door. The right colors don't just flatter your skin, they bring out your confidence, your spirit, and your presence. At this stage in life, elegance isn't about blending in. It's about standing tall, showing your true colors, and letting the world see that vibrancy and grace only grow stronger with time. If this video gave you ideas or inspired you to try something new, I'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment and tell me which of these 8 colors you're most excited to add to your wardrobe. And if you haven't already, make sure to hit like, share, and subscribe to Healthwise for Seniors so you never miss a tip that helps you feel radiant and confident every day. Thank you for spending this time with me. Until next time, stay elegant, stay vibrant, and never forget, your glow is ageless.